Okay.
No, sir. We
So
manage.
let's wait for some few of you so that we can start. Because
Okay.
okay. I think we can wait for some 2 or 3 minutes because
Yes, sir.
others
Wait.
are busy up and we can't still be waiting because the time we all schedule was 7. So so should we start?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, please, sir.
Should we start?
I think
Yes,
we should start,
please.
sir.
Let's start.
Yes,
Okay.
No,
please.
no,
Let's
no.
start
Let's
so
wait,
that we
please.
finish early.
So okay. I think now you can see the screen. I said I believe now you can see the screen sharing.
Yes, please. We can
Yes,
see.
sir, we can.
Hello?
Yes, please. Yes, we can see the
Yes,
screen.
Yes,
please.
sir.
We can.
Yeah, hello.
We can hear you, sir.
Okay. I don't know what yeah, I don't know why in the morning I was facing some challenges, but maybe it was the network problem and I so
Maybe it was your network, sir.
so let's rise ourselves a little. Then pardon? Yeah, hello. Yeah, hello. Yeah, hello.
Sir, we can hear you.
You can hear me, so I can start.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. You can start, sir.
So please, can we start?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes,
Please,
sir.
can we start?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. In the morning, we are looking at problem solving and investigation strategy. Okay. So in the morning, we are hello. Yeah, I said in the morning we are looking at the problem solving strategies and investigation strategies. We look at the session one that's strategy. And when we say heuristic strategy, we're looking at the strategy independent of any particular topic or subject matter that helps to solve a problem. That helps to solve a problem by by understanding the problem and finding resources to solve that problem. So from there, we define what strategies are. We look at some of the strategies. Then from there, we select some of the major ones, the major heuristics approaches. So we said that we have what? Please, I believe you can say it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. We can see it.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We
sir.
can see.
Hello?
We can hear you, sir.
Hello?
Sir, I can.
Okay. So,
Sir, we can
so
hear you.
okay, so we are looking at some of the heuristics problem solving approaches. And we said that you need, pardon? So you need to select things, you draw a diagram or a graph, you need to restate the problem, you need to write an open sentence and construct a table. Then from there we went to section 2. That's George Hipoyes model. We said that George Poya was one of the great mathematicians in the. So his model was, we look at the problem, devising a plan and looking back. Please, as I communicated in the morning, when you are asked to state George Poya's model steps, please, it must be in order. Hey, please, are you with me?
Yes,
are you with
sir.
me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
I'm with you. Hello, sir. I'm with you.
Sir, we are here, please.
Hello. Are you?
Hello, sir.
Aha. Communicated. When you are asked to state the George Poyes steps, please, it must be in order. You can't jump from the second and start with first. You must start with understanding the problem. The next step is what? You devising a plan. Then a process. I remember I said that you'll be given a question whereby that question will ask you to use George Hipoyes model to solve. So the first one that we are looking at is Carl Friedrich Gauss. He was a German mathematician, a very young age, at maybe 2 years. He was in class disturbing, and his math teacher gave him a question to add from 1 to 100. So the teacher, he was rather putting in much work for the child so that the child will stop talking. But not knowing at that younger age, the child was able to apply this theory to solve that question. So what the child did was, the first thing is to understand the problem. And understand the problem, you are asked to add 1 to 100. So first of all, what are natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, up to 4, then up to infinity. Then he then add in that order. So what the child did was, he writes 1 up to some 4 or some 5, and he also started from 100 downwards. So at the end, the child, he devised a plan. When you say you are devising a plan, it means you are finding out how best you can do it. Sometimes here is where you draw a diagram, you draw a table, as you have already communicated. So this child drew this diagram, and he started adding from 1 to 100. He added 2 and 99. At the end of the day, each of them gave him 101. So the child needs to carry out a plan. So what way? Since the numbers, when you divide 100 into 2 is 50. So what he did, it has divided 100 into 2. So he multiplied the 101 by 50, and he had 50. That's 5,050. So within 4 minutes, he was done. And this is about the sum to infinity. the sum of AP indices, the sum of AP. So it was from Kerr Frederick Gauss that we had the sum to infinity formula. So at the end, he looked back. He looked back, meaning he was able to deduce a formula, a general formula, to be able to solve from 1 to 100, addition of 1 to any nth term. So you can get a question like this. Yeah. Then you be asked to use your how you could solve the following problem using Poyer's four-step model. The place, are we together?
Hi.
Are we together?
Yes, sir. We are hearing you.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
So I can continue. Okay.
Yes.
So please, that self-assessment. Okay, that self-assessment question 2 is a past question. So take note of it. It's a past question. F mass. That's goat and hen. And the total number of their legs was 32. How many goats and how many hens did he sell that day? It's a past question. Are we here? We are saying that a farmer is having 12 animals. So first of all, understanding the problem. So understanding the problem means this is whereby you use some notation. So you can say, understand the problem. Let X represent the number of goats. Let Y represent the number of hens. Then he devising a plan. A plan, what are you going to do? So you need to write down the equations, because number of goats plus number of hens will be what? Will be 12, equation 1. You are saying that the total number of their legs was 32. A goat is having 4 legs. So 4 times X. A hen is having 2 legs. So 2 times Y equals to 32. You have devised a plan. Then you carry out the plan. Carrying out the plan means you solve the simultaneous equation. Then there's looking here, we can have what? Using checking out the 2 answers for the X and Y respectively. You check to get whether when you add them you get 12. When you substitute it into equation 2, that's the 4x plus 3y, you also get 32. Then you have to look at the plan. Okay, so this is where we ended in our previous lesson, that's in the morning. So without any further question, I think we can move on. Without any further question, I think we can move on. Hello?
Okay, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can
Sir, please can you explain the question too? Please, can you explain the question too again?
we
My
move on
network
now?
is not.
Oh, hello?
Yes, sir. We are hearing
Hello.
you.
Hello?
Now let's move
Yeah,
on.
I think we can move on. We are done with the review.
Yes, please, we
Sir,
can
please,
move on.
there's a question.
Okay, then let's move on to
Sir.
let's let's move on to
Hello, sir.
Hello.
then I think okay, there's a question. Okay, madam, then I'll tonight. Yes, madam. Please, you are listening. No? tonight's discussion. Tonight we are going to look at session 3 to session 6. Session 3, George Manson's model. George Manson also provided a model for tackling a problem, and his model consists of 3 phases. We have the first phase, entry phase, the second one, attack phase, and the question we ask on each phase. So the entry phase, there are 3 questions that you need to ask yourself under entry phase. Please, if you are asked to explain George Hipoye's model, each of the steps you need to bring is some of the questions. So here to John Manson's model, each of the phases you need to bring some of the questions there. So for instance, under entry phase, the entry phase is the initial stage. So what are some questions that you need to ask yourself? You can ask yourself, what do I know? Meaning the RPK, what is already in your mind. The same question is found at George. The same question is found at George Hipoye's model. Then we also have another question that we can ask, what do I want? So what do you need? What do you need? Yeah. Okay. Then what do you want? Meaning you needed information. The same question is being asked as under George Hipoye's model. Then you move on to look at what can I introduce. So what can I? So within the question, the problem being posed to you, what are the things that you can introduce in to solve the problem? Do you need a diagram? Do you need a pattern? Do you need? So these are the questions. Okay. Then let's move on to after the entry stage, you go to the attack. When we say attack, attack means you are now beginning to solve the question. So thinking attacks. The attack phase is when you feel that the problem has become. So we always say under step 1. Now you think that the problem has become your own. Now you can attack it, you can solve it. So you begin in solving it. You begin in solving it. So this whereby the attack phase, you sometimes you get stuck. Sometimes you ask yourself, why is it so? Okay, so these are what you also have under attack phase. The attack phase is whereby you use different approaches. You use different approaches which may be formulated or may be carried out. When a new plan is being implemented, work must be progress at a great rate. So at the attack stage, sometimes you need to introduce new plan to be able to tackle the question. Then after the attack stage, after when you are done with solving the question, the attack stage here you need to try severally. So the try and error, they are all found at the attack phase. Then you move on to the last phase, which is the review. The review is done whereby the answer that you have get, you want to check whether it is reasonable. You want to check whether it is reasonable. And also you can extend that as you can deduce a formula. So under the reason, when you reasonable satisfactory resolution, when you are about to give up or at the end of your work, it is essential to review your work. So as you already know, review means you now check the solution that you had. Is it reasonable? Does it suit your question? Or does it provide meaning to what you have done? So these are what George Poya and John Manson is saying. So we can compare George Poya's model and John Manson model. We can see that the review stage is the same as looking back. Then again, understanding the problem is the same as the entry stage. Then devising a plan and carrying out the plan is what you call the attack. When you compare with that of the John Manson's model. So before you move on to session 4, please bring in your suggestions, your questions, any contribution, then we move on.
Sir.
Yes, sir, boss. Good, sir. Go and lock the door. Yes, sir.
Abdurrahman from Wa Senior High School Center. I want to know whether in exams.
Today I'll take attendance tonight.
Sir, I'm asking whether
yes,
in exams, whether they can ask you to compare the two models, John Mason's model and then Collier's model.
Please, I didn't get your picture. Please, can you come back? Hello.
Sir. I was asking whether in exams they can ask you to compare the two models. That is John Collier's model and then Collier's model and then Mason's model. Hello.
George Poya and John.
And Collier's
yes, sir. Please, Abdul, I hear you, so I'm giving you the answer. Okay, so when you look at what is being asked at George Poyer's and John Mason's model, it's almost the same. Just that the George Poyer's model is having 3 steps, whilst John Manson's model is having. George Poyer is having 4 steps. John Manson is having what? 3 steps. But the things which is being found in the 3 steps are extended of the 4 steps. It's almost the same. So you can be asked to compare and contrast. Is that okay? Meaning you find the differences and you look at the similarities. When we say compare and contrast, it means find the differences and also find how similar they are. So you can be asked. Abdul, are you okay? Abdul, sir. Are you okay? Okay. So you can also be asked to explain the 3 phases of John Manson's. But you can use some of the ideas that you established from George Poyer's to expatiate that of the John Manson's model.
Thank you, sir.
So please, guys, any question again? Yeah. Pacho, so who is who I find out the number when I ask a minute? Okay, so please, any question again?
No, sir.
Any question?
If no question, let's proceed.
Let me start with the roll call and see and check if our number is okay. It's quite encouraging. The number is not encouraging. No. Lydia. Lydia.
Yes, sir.
Anthony. Lydia. Lydia, you are from which center?
I'm from Freedom Center.
Lydia, you are from which center?
Sir,
Okay,
Freedom.
Anthony, which center?
Inside. Sir,
IG, which center? I'm okay, Lydia. I hear you are on. Anthony, which center?
inside. Inside
Inside.
center.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
IG.
Sir, it's a dream rather. St. Paul's Lutrans.
IG.
Accra.
Thomas. Thomas from which center? I said Thomas. Thomas, you are from inside. Oh, you have Accra. Okay.
Yes, please. A dream.
Then let me just mention last person. Then I'll move on. Later I'll come back and take the roll call. Okay. Abdul, I'm okay with you. Hey, we have a president here.
Okay, sir.
Baumia.
We have Brahma.
Baumia.
Yesterday you won.
I want to mention some of the Sunyan people's name. Anyone from Sunyan Center
Sir,
here?
please, I'm from Sunyai.
Anyone from Sunyan Center here?
From Sunyai. Yeah. Sir, please, I'm one of them from Sunyai.
Sunyan Center.
Yes, please.
Anyone from Sunyan?
Yes, please. Sir, I'm from Sunyai.
Anyone,
My hand is
anyone
up, sir.
from Sunyan?
Yes, please.
Hello.
Please mention your name to him.
Anyone from Sunyan?
Yes, please, sir.
Who? Baumia,
Yes,
from
sir, my hand is
Sunyan.
up. I'm from Sunyai.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So, Sunyan people, in the morning you said I didn't ask you a question. So, Evans, okay, I have seen your hand. So you said I didn't ask you. In the morning. You guys said I didn't ask you a question, so you get prepared tonight. I'll ask you a question, okay?
Okay, sir.
You guys said I didn't call tonight.
So you don't call wa.
Your name, Evans.
Brahma,
Evans
never
what?
name Brahma.
Okay, please,
Sir,
is there any contribution or any question for us?
Not yet, sir.
Any contribution or any question? Evans,
Not yet, sir.
any contribution or any question?
Sir, I think some people are also there.
Okay, then I think we should move on. Okay, so now let's move on to unit. Okay, it's session 4.
Sir,
Tonight I'll take roll call, so no problem. I said tonight I'll take roll call, so no problem. Okay, so now let's move on to session 4. Session 4 is also another model that we are going to look at. We have 2 models that we are coming to study at session 4. So we have the ideal model and the Woos model. The ideals model and the Woos model. So by the end of the lesson, we believe that you should be able to use the ideal model to solve question, and also the Woods model to solve a problem solving question. So what then is the ideal model? The ideal model is also stages. So if I ask to write the ideal model, please, you can't jump one over another. So the I there for ideal, it means you need to identify the problem and opportunities. We are going to explain them. Then the D for ideal stand for define goals and represent the problem. Then the E, which is in the ideal, represent exploring possible strategies. Then the A within the ideal means anticipate outcomes and act. Then the L in the ideal means look back and learn. So these 5 steps is equally the same as George Poyer's and Don Manson's, but it's just an expansion form of George Poyer's, whilst the John Manson is the reduced form of George Poyer. So let's look at each of the stage, what entails there. Okay, the first one, which is the I means we need to identify the problem and opportunities. So to identify the problem means, does a problem exist? What are the blockages? What are the hindrances? What are the hindrances? So all the hindrance in there, you treat it as the opportunity, as an opportunity. So any clue in the question becomes an opportunity to you. So this is the first step to begin the process according to the ideal model. Then the next one is what? Define the goals and represent the problem. When I say to define the goal, so you need to set your aim, what you want to achieve after the topic. No, so after the question. So the goals means, the goals requires you to set goals and be sure of what the problem demands. So when we say the define stage, the first one is the identify stage, the define stage. The define stage is where you are setting a goal and to be sure of what the problem, the question being posed, the question that you have created. We said that you can that have been posed to you, the question that has been created by you. What are the problems in real life? So when you encounter a real life problem, you can apply some of these models to solve. Is that okay? Some of this model will give you the steps to solve a challenging life situation. Then the next stage is the explore stage. That's exploring possible strategies. When I say exploring possible strategies, it means you need to find possible strategies worth trying and decide on where to take off. So what strategies can you adopt? And where are you going to start from? So this is what you call what? The exploring possible strategies. Because there is no one way of solving a question. There are millions ways of solving a question. Then the next stage is what? The anticipated stage. The anticipated outcome. This here means what? This here means determine what the task is. So you need to anticipate. What are you solving for? What are you solving for? How do you know what the problem is solved? Whether the problem is solved or not? How do you I know for you to know whether the particular problem is solved? And if it's not solved, what are you going to do? So going on and going on. So this one is what you call the try and error approaches. Then another stage that you also need to they discuss is look back. Look back. The look back is more or less like the review. You look back to see whether your solution is meaningful. Then you also look back to see whether you can extend. So this is what you call the ideal model. The ideal model. Any question, please?
No, sir.
Any question, guys? If no question, we are moving on. If no question, we are moving on. Please, if no question, we are moving on.
Let's move on, please.
Okay, then let's move on to the Wood's model. The Wood model is more or less like the ideal model. The Wood's model is of 5 stages, and each of the stage you can jump one over the other. So according to Wood, the first stage is what you call define the problem. When you say you're defining the problem, it means you're looking at the system, the knowns and the concepts, the unknowns, units and symbols, constraints and criteria. So this is what you look at according to Wood. You define the problem. So when you define the problem, it means this. So you look at the knowns and then the units and symbols. The units, sometimes someone will get different. Instead of changing 1 unit kilometers, to change to 1 unit, so we solve it. Then another step, according to Wood, is you think about it. You think about it. When you say to think about it, it means let it simmer. So when you say you should let it simmer, it means you are helping, you find a way to develop your mental image of the problem. Mental image, you think mentally about the problem. Then identify specific pieces of knowledge and you collect the information. Then the next you plan a solution. When you say plan a solution, it means you consider possible strategies. Then you choose the best among the strategies. So you plan. It's more or less like under George Poyes, devise a plan. Under George Poyes, the first two will be understanding the problem. Then the third one will be equally to devising a plan. Then here, the fourth one, after you have been able to devise a plan, meaning you have find possible strategies in which you can solve the question. Then you choose the best. Then you move on to you carry out the plan, meaning you begin to solve. You begin to solve. Then the last one is what? Look back. But when you are solving, when you are carrying out the plan, you need to be what? Patient. And you need to be persistent. You shouldn't change your strategy. You need to try one strategy to the end and see whether it will work. Then you look back. You look back means, does the answer make sense? Does it fit with the criteria established in step 1? Did you get the answer for the questions? So, and that's what we mean by looking back. So, that's what you also have for session 4. Any question, please? Any question? Whose model and ideal model? Any question, please? Any question?
Let's move on.
Anyone with a question can. We should move on.
No, no. Yes.
Okay. Yes, madam. It seems you want to share something with us. Okay. Yes, madam. Please, we are listening. Oh. Okay. Then, if no question, let's move on to session 5. Session 5, we look at we start with EBS model. We look at what is entails there. Then we move on to John Manson's model. We look at what is there. Ideal and Wu's model. Now we are at session 5. The 6 steps model and Harrison et al. Model. If no question, we are moving on. So, another model that you can also consider, or another strategy. Model is more or less like a strategy. Okay, or steps. So, another model that you can also adopt in your problem solving skills is the 6 steps model. So, the first step means what? You need to identify the problem as it is at use George Poyer's model. The same thing is also being found at Wu's model and ideal model. Identify the problem. So you find establish S for the problem solving effort. Okay. 2, you analyze the problem. According to the 6 steps model, you identify the problem. After identifying the problem, you analyze. When you say to analyze the problem, it means you need to identify the process that impacts the problem and select one. Also, you need to map the process. And again, you need to validate the map of the process. These are some of the things that we do under the analyzing the problem. Is that okay? You fully or reverse the original problem statement. So you rewrite it to see language for understanding. Then step 3 is you develop a solution. When you say you are trying to develop a solution, it means you need to establish a criteria for selecting the solution. And again, you need to generate possible solutions. Because here we said that the problem solving and Mathematical investigation is more or less like a try and error, like what we are doing in the morning. So you try, and if you are not getting a response, you continue. That's what we term as investigation still continues. We don't use just one day to solve a question or to solve a problem. A problem can take you like a week or 2 weeks or 1 month before you get a solution to a particular problem. And let's also apply these models that we are learning to solve a real life situations about ourselves and about our students that we are teaching. When they encounter a problem, try to adopt any of them to help solve the problem. Okay, then again, step 4. Step 4, according to the 6 steps, implement a solution. Since this one is being done on a try and error or a pilot basis, you need to implement a chosen solution. You try and see whether your chosen solution is being achieved. Okay, so here is whereby if you know that the problem solving process is being used in conjunction with continuous improvement, when you get to step 3 and you think your solution solves your problem, you jump step 5 and move to step 6. And step 5, if it's not solved, please, there's a condition to step 4 and 5 and 6. Yes, implement a solution. Implement the solution means when the answer that you had can solve, or you can review, you know, at step 5. But if it's not a stepping stone, then you continue to step 5. So what is step 5? Step 5 means evaluate the results. Evaluate the results. How do we evaluate the results? You need to gather the data on the solution, analyze the data on the solution, and achieve the desired result. That's if yes, go to step 6. But if no, so under the evaluation, if the information that you had that you are coming to use to evaluate the solution, if it answers your question, you move to step 6. But if no, then you need to go back to step 1 and start the whole process. Find a different method, a different approach in solving the question. Then, so analyze the solution. This is whereby you need to identify systematic changes and training needs for full implementation. So before you can implement your solution or you can implement your formula that you have deduced, you need to have a training shops for people to accept that this is genuinely, it can be accepted and it can be added to our cases. So, okay. Any question, please? Under the 6 test model, you look at identify the problem. The first, you developed a plan, implement the solution, evaluate the result, then you standardize the solution. So these are the 6 steps. If no question, we are moving on to Harrison and Co approach. Yes, sir, boss.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
I think if we look at this model, it's more or less like using the scientific method.
Okay.
To check it critically.
Why? Why are you saying that? I'm asking you a question. Why are you saying that?
Sir. Hello.
Yes, sir. Please, we are with you.
I'm saying looking at it is just like the scientific method, the one that we use in science to look
Okay.
into a problem.
And,
First, you have to look
my
into the
question is,
observation.
uh-huh. Observation and how continuous.
Uh, you go to the problem identification and then a
Okay.
hypothesis. So if you look at these steps, it's just looking similar in solving a problem.
Okay. I understand you. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for the contribution. Any other person to ask something or to ask question?
I think we can proceed.
We should proceed to Harrison et al. Model. So
Yes.
Harrison also deduced an approach that we will use in solving a problem. So his approach or their approach suggested that anytime you encounter a problem, you need to break down the problem into a smaller form, a more manageable piece.
Hello, sir.
It seems
Hello.
he's on call.
It's like he
He's
has
on the
received a
call.
call. Bra Isaac.
Colleagues, is it my network which is not functioning? Hello,
The same
colleagues.
thing
No,
to me. Oh. The same thing.
we
I
Mine
are
too
on.
can't
is
hear
great.
him.
He is back.
There was on a
Oh,
call.
okay.
Hey, please, sorry, I had a call and I needed to attend it. It was very urgent. Okay, so please let's come
Then
back
let's
to
continue.
uh, Harrison et al. Like I was saying, I said that the uh, Harrison et al. Problem is solving. They said that anytime you need to break the problem more pieces, mainly for a familiar pattern. So that's what they are saying. That anytime you encounter a problem, always break down the problem into smaller forms and look for a pattern which is which looks familiar or which looks the same. And again, they also suggested that anytime you encounter a problem, you need to look for approximate solutions using numerical values, and then solve the given problem based on what you discovered from the given problem base. Okay, so let's look at their strategies or hints by Harrison et al. So one of their ways is if you can't see the solution of the problem as a whole, you try to break the problem into small. So to identify the square in a 10 by 10 square grid, you can break it into looking at each of the square grid. At the end, you'll be able to identify how many squares are there. Again, another thing that they are also saying is that you look for familiar patterns to solve it. Since we have already discussed a 10 by 10 square grid, but you are used to a 3 by 3 square grid, so you can use the idea established from a 3 by 3 square grid to solve a 10 by square grid because they are familiar, they are similar. Okay, then also they are saying that. So one thing that they talk about was breaking down into a small form. Again, look for find a general solution to the problem. A general solution to the problem. Solve or to find a general solution to the problem, you need to solve for what? A particular cases first. And then look for a patterns in the answers. So a particular cases, a particular cases, what case has can lead to the answer that you are interested in. So these are what they are saying. When you encounter a problem, you should be able to solve it through this approach. The fourth one, they are also saying that in some problems you have to solve it. So they are also saying we need to look for an appropriate solution. By numerical, so that you guys are coming to do your research, and under chapter 3 you'll be looking at chapter 3 and 4, the analysis there. So you are going to use SPSS and you are going to code. So sometimes some problems you can't find an exact method, but you need to code into an SL or SPSS to solve. And the last point their suggestion is that they are also saying that sometimes you need to check if you can use calculus to solve for a continuous change or optimization. You need to optimize, that you need to find the best solution to a problem. So sometimes you can solve a problem and get like 3 answers, but among the 3 answers, which of them is the optimal one? Which of them is the best solution to your question? So you can use the comparison ETA model and the 6 steps model to solve these two questions. So go and try your hands on it. The problem 1 and the problem 2. So let me explain to you so that you will solve. A farmer has 12 logs to make a border around a field. Each log is 1 meter long. The field must be rectangular. A, what is the biggest area of field the farmer can make? B, what is the smallest area of field the farmer can make? So, they say a farmer is having 12 log. That's a timber. That the beams that we use in fencing a portion to weed. And each of them is what? 1 meter long. And we need it in a rectangular form. So what will be the biggest area? What will be the smallest area? So this one, you can draw a table. Then you start from 12 and 1, 11 and 2. So at the end, you'll be able to identify which of them is the biggest, which of them is the smallest. Then the second problem. Any question, please? If no question, we are moving to our session. We close. Any question, please? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, please. I'm all yes. Yes,
Hello?
please. I can hear you.
Sir,
I can hear you talk.
the question that you read, is it from the textbook or you are just reading it to us?
You said what?
Can you hear me, sir? The question that you just gave. You just gave a
No,
question.
the question is in the. I said it's on the screen.
Which page is that, sir?
The problem 1 and problem. Hello.
It's in the textbook. It's in the textbook. Is it assessment 2.5?
Hello.
Sir, is it assessment 2.5?
Before the assessment, it comes before
The page
Okay, it comes before the assessment.
is what is on the screen. You can see from the screen is there.
What page?
It's the textbook
Sir, what page is that?
Before the assessment.
I'm asking, which page is that?
Page 45. Page 45.
Hello.
page 45.
Page 45. Okay.
Are you okay?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Page 45. I said page 45.
I've seen it.
I said page 45.
Yes, I have seen it. I have seen
You please have you seen
it.
it?
Yes, sir. I have seen it.
But once we are learning, then I'm giving you guys to the areas.
Okay.
Yeah. Because sometimes I said this past question. Pardon? I think we should move on. Okay. Let's come to session 6. Session 6 is characteristics. Characteristics of a good problem solver. That one too is and you learn some of them. So let's go through them and see. But before we discuss what is here, I want you guys to share with me so far what you have learned about a problem solving and mathematical investigation. What are some of the features or characteristics or attributes of a good problem solver? Okay, so this one I'll mention names. Or I should call center by center. I think
Yes, sir.
if I call center by center, it will help. Yes, go by center by
Do
center.
that.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I'm going for a center by center. Group 2. Okay, group 2 we have Notre Dame Senior High. Is there anyone here? Notre Dame, is there anyone here? Nabrungo, Notre Dame, Nabrungo.
They are hiding. No.
Okay. Notre Dame. Me take a roll call now.
They are hiding. No.
They are not hiding. Oh. So the question before you mention our
They are
sentence.
hiding.
So if you don't know, you keep quiet.
Media. So I think Notre Dame. Please, I need one feature of a good problem solver. One characteristic of a good problem solver. Notre Dame, I'm waiting. Oh. Okay, Notre Dame is not talking. In some prisons. Anyone here from some prisons? Hey, you not mind me?
They are not minding you. Mention another center.
Huh. Hey, you guys, you then is it Nansen or Adim?
Inside, inside, inside. It's
Sir,
inside
in
rather.
sign, not
Is what?
Nancy. In sign, rather, please.
Inside.
Inside. You okay, Rebecca?
Yes.
I can hear you. Inside, inside.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Anthony, Rebecca, Anthony. Okay.
In sign center. If you can hear me, one
Yes, please. I can hear.
good character for good problem solver. One, it should look for the underlying structure and to try to relate any new problem to information they already possess. And it means
So
you should
explain that point.
you should draw
So
a
meaning a
structure.
good problem solver looks for underlying structure and try to relate any new problem to information they already
information
explain.
already. Yeah, so you should draw the structure to relate the
It means
problem you
what?
are solving. Whether it means you have to draw the structure to relate to match the understanding
Please,
of what you are doing.
we want you to expatiate.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please. I can hear you, Anthony. You continue.
Yeah, I said you should draw a structure to relate or match
Okay.
the problem you are solving. It means you are understanding it.
Okay.
Yes. That gives you the information you have already possessed.
Let's go to another center. Okay. Let's go to another center. Kanda Accra.
Sir, we are here. Oh. Sir,
So we are here.
we are plenty here.
Accra, Kanda.
Please, you are many, not plenty.
Hey,
We are plenty.
Anyone here from Accra, Kanda?
Yes,
yes, sir,
sir.
we
We
are
are
here.
people.
Sewa, please.
Sir,
Sir, can you hear
What I
us?
yes, I want to initiate something.
someone,
I can hear you, Debola Sewa. I can see all of you. So please explain one
Okay, so sir, why
characteristics
is
of a good.
speaking?
Sewa, we are all yes.
Okay, sir. One of their characteristics is that because they are problem solvers, they are not the fastest computers. Like they don't give computers response quickly because they are problem solvers. They need time to think through and bring out a solution.
okay, and sir,
Okay,
they also
wonderful. Meaning,
don't use one strategy or one method
they
in
use
solving the
most
problem.
strategies in solving. Okay, and
Yes.
I can see you guys. You are there. Obri Ebwa, Asim Fosu. Asim Fosu, Obri Ebwa. Asim Fosu, Obri Ebwa. Okay, Asim Fosu, they are not here. Obri Ebwa, Asim Fosu. Obri Ebwa, senior high, Asim Fosu. Okay, SHS. Sunya SHS. Sunya SHS. Belima and Evans Baumia, I'm listening to you guys.
Yeah, we are here. So I'm here.
So can you please explain one of the characteristics of a good problem solver?
Sir, please, the question again.
We want you to share with us some of the characteristics of a good problem solver. Only one. When you state, then you explain to us.
Well, yes, hand is up.
Okay, Baumia, please, you are listening. Africa, why is Baumia's hand is up? Your hand is up.
Well, you mute yourself.
As soon as I say, please, I'm waiting for you. Okay, let's move to another center. Swallow Center. Swallow Senior High.
Sir, please, we are here. Okay.
Is there anyone
Hello,
here?
sir. Yes, please,
Go
I'm
ahead.
here. Yes, sir. Sir, a good problem solver
Yes,
has the
please, I can
ability
hear
to
you.
analyze it. Okay. Has the ability to analyze the problem. A good problem solver has the ability to analyze the problem. That is, they read carefully, identify what is given to them and what is required of them to do, and break the problems into smaller parts before they start. Hello, hello, sir.
I
Hello, sir. Please, can you
We
Wonderful.
hear
can
me?
hear you. Maybe network is
Wonderful.
not you.
It's a good point. Yes, Gertrude, it's okay. Yes, I can hear you. I'm
Hello.
okay with your point.
Okay,
Then
thank you.
let's go to Takrade Center. Hello,
Sir, we are here. Sir, we are here.
the Takrade Center.
Sir, we are here. Hello.
Abigail,
Sir, we are here. Yes. Sir, we are
Abigail,
here.
you okay? Abigail, share with us.
Okay, sir.
I feel Abigail.
A good problem solver should be creative.
Abigail, share with
Uh,
us some of the characteristics.
should be creativity. There should be a creativity for a boost. So if you are a good server, you're supposed to be, you have to be capable of thinking outside the box and generate innovative solutions as a good problem solver.
And also a good problem solver break down complex problems into manageable parts. Hello, sir. Hello.
Okay, good point. Then let me go to Tamale. Okay, Afia, I'm listening.
Okay. I'm saying a good problem solver
Okay.
also break
Yes,
down
please.
complex
I can hear.
problems.
I can hear you. Talk.
Okay. I said a good problem solver can also break down complex problems into manageable parts. Hello. Hello.
A complex problem to a smaller ones, to
To manageable
manageable part.
parts.
Okay.
Complex problems.
Thank
Yes,
you.
please.
Then let's go to Afia. Afia is okay. I said it's okay. Let's go to Tamale. Tamale College of Education.
Say, this Maji,
Hey,
Tamal Kali.
no one is from Tamale here.
Say, we are there.
It's the phone's problem.
Yes.
So, say, a
Because
good
you are not
problem
making
solver
behind
always reduce problems to a sensible
Bro,
manner.
your
Okay.
background is not helping.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Please, I can hear you.
Your background.
people are making.
Say, Tamal Kali.
Yes, please.
So, I said a good problem solver always reduce problems to sensible manner. As a good problem solver, you have to
Please,
use
we can't hear
diagrams.
you. Hold one person should raise or her hand. Uh-huh.
If the aim was question in Salapa, in one way. Can I toss it? Then you come on your about to have some don't mute yourself or mute yourself and talk. I'm
Mute
not the man
yourself.
on his. Dana Maguka.
Baumia, please mute your mic.
Please unmute yourself.
Your noise is disturbing. Oh.
So,
Okay, sir, from Tamale College of Creation.
You can go ahead.
navigation.
Hello.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
Tamal College, we are bringing points.
Sir, please, in your center, some of us are having problem with our network. That's why we couldn't answer.
Then you wait.
So from Tamale College.
No wait for the Tamale
So
to bring their
one
solution.
is speaking, that's
Then I'll
Majid.
come to behind.
I said a successful problem, a good problem solver
Okay.
always reduce problem into sensible manner. Because as he's solving the problem, he
Okay.
uses tables or graphs or diagrams to reduce the problem. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Another one
It's
is
okay.
that he has a
Hello?
strong
Then let's go.
self-esteem. Okay.
Abdul, okay. we hear you.
Said another one is that he has a strong self-esteem. He's confident of him.
A strong self-esteem.
Yes.
Okay. Then let's go to Echibe Praso.
Hello?
Echibe Praso.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Echibe
sir.
Praso.
Yes, sir. Gloria.
Anyone here from Praso?
Hello, sir.
Yes, please, Gloria.
Okay. Gloria, Echibe Praso.
Okay, so a good problem solver is persistent.
Meaning,
Um, Persistent in the sense that um such a person is always trying to find solution to a problem. That person doesn't give up until he or she has been able to achieve what the person wants.
okay.
Yes, when we go
Okay.
back to the wood problem solving model, I think the fourth point was trying to say that you carry out a plan, and then when you are carrying out a plan, you are supposed to be patient and then persistent. So it doesn't mean that when you get to a point and then maybe you are not getting a solution to your problem, you have to give up. You have to continue and then find other alternatives to make sure you arrive at your answer. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, please.
Sir.
Then go
Sir.
to the last.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Let's go to what senior high.
Hello, sir. Sir, Tamale is still there.
Yes,
So
please.
This is Abubakar Yusha
What?
Gurma. Abubakar Yusha
From
Gurma.
where?
From Tamale
From
College of
okay.
Education.
Tamale, we are done with you also. Tamale, we are done with you
Yes.
also. Tamale, I'm done with you also. Okay. Let's go to
Sorry?
what senior high.
If I send it down, right? It's okay.
We are here. Why is here?
Okay.
What's in here? We are here.
We are here, sir.
Okay.
Okay, David is speaking. A good problem solver approaches problems thoughtfully, strategically, and then what? With confidence. What this means is that the person doesn't rush in answering the question or into solving what? A question. But he carefully looks at it before going into to solve it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Dawda.
Access
Then,
was senior high.
what is this? So many
Should I add another one?
Euro problem.
Hello?
So many.
The network.
Anyone from Euro crop? Anyone from Euro crop? Okay. Then yes, Sunyai also Sunyai.
Okay. So, my name is
Sunyai,
Kunji
please.
Danny
I'm
David from
talking.
Senior
Sunyai.
Center.
Okay.
Yeah, my name is David from Senior Center. Yeah, a
Okay,
good
David,
problem
please,
solver
please. I'm
should have low test anxiety. That is, the problem solver shouldn't be somebody who is nervous with tests, or when it comes to questions mathematically. Some people have fear. They will they will fear the question before it even drops. For that reason, when someone is having such anxiety for tests, the person will not be able to handle problems efficiently. And for that reason, for you to be a good problem solver, then you should have low test anxiety, or you should have less fear as far as tests are concerned. Thank you.
Okay.
thank
Sir,
you too.
sir, I want to
So,
add a little to what he has said.
okay.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir. A good problem
Please,
solver
I'm
should be
listening. Oh.
capable of identifying a problem. Yes, sir. I said a good problem solver should be capable of identifying a problem.
Okay.
What I mean here is whenever, whenever you get a problem, you need to identify, that is, what are the hindrance of the question. Then you define it. When
Okay.
you are able to define it, you can be able to solve it, or you can be able to try your question. You are try and error. You can start
Okay.
your try and error method. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All what you have discussed tonight are correct. Let's end by looking at the some of the traits possessed by a good problem solver. What we discussed was characteristics. Now, what are their attributes? Their attributes, please, I believe you can see the screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I believe you can see the screen.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Some of the attributes. One, a good a good problem solver is very good estimation, and the person has good estimation skills and analytical skills. So the person can estimate and the person can analyze. And again, a good problem solver has the ability to perceive sameness and differences. So they have the ability to know that this and this are the same, this and this they are different. Then again, one of the traits or attributes. Of a good problem solver is the person has influence. The person ability to visual understanding of concepts and skills, concept and terms, and the person has low self anxiety. The person has strong self-esteem. So these are some of the attributes or traits good problem solver. So we say goodbye to session 2. Any question, please? Any question, please?
No, sir. No, sir, please.
Okay. So
I don't.
if no question, yeah, So I think we are done with unit 1 and unit 2. So next week, let's discuss if we can meet on Wednesday or Thursday in the evening, and as well as we meet on our usual time. But there are some few suggestions that is on board that I want to discuss with you guys. If only you give me some 5 or 10 minutes of your time. One, should we meet should we meet on Wednesday or Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m.? Should we meet so that we will start that
Wednesday.
Let's make it
Thursday.
of the session today?
Thursday. Let's make it Thursday.
We should meet on Wednesday evening, right?
Thursday, rather, sir.
Yeah, Thursday evening. We should vote or okay.
Sir, so does it mean
Or we
we
should
will
start
meet on
Thursday like that.
Sundays again? Sundays again.
We will meet
We
Yes,
are meeting on
in the
Sundays.
morning.
I said I think the Sunday in the morning and the evening is okay because the other day.
We will meet on Sundays. I want each and everyone to come.
we are looking behind, madam. Don't say we let's do that one and add that one to again.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So we'll meet Sunday morning and evening,
Yeah.
then another day. That's
Yes,
great.
we want an additional day so that we can speed up and finish up early.
Yeah.
And do our presentations.
Okay.
I'm doing my PhD, so
I think that Thursday is okay.
of course that's why.
Thursday.
Thursday.
So I think
Yeah,
Thursday is more. So let's look at it.
Please, and
Yes.
the time too. So if it's Thursday or Wednesday,
okay.
which
So
time?
it's Thursday.
7
You
to
have
9.
an extra lesson, okay? Yeah, Thursday is 7 to 9.
7 to 9. The time there is 7 to 9. That will work.
Okay.
I think on Thursday will help.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So aside another thing.
Yes.
Hello. One of another thing is that on Sunday 7 to 9 a.m. she wants us to move the time after 1, and I'm thinking I don't know whether we are going to agree on that one or
We can't.
or
That one day.
So that one day,
The ladies among us, we will prepare our food and those that it will not favor
yes.
at all.
The morning is
The
okay.
ladies, it will not favor at
The
all.
morning too is too early.
So
Oh,
Some of
7
us will
to
go to
9 is
bed.
okay.
Please,
please,
the ladies,
Please, let's leave it as it is.
Yes, so 7
yes.
to 9 is okay.
So when we change the time for
according
Sunday,
to UCC
Sir, why don't we meet
timetable, we
on
are supposed to
Tuesday?
meet in the morning.
Yes, in the
So we
morning.
cannot.
Yes, sir, that one,
Sir,
let's maintain it.
It will not.
sir, why
But
don't we do it
It will not
we will
help,
not shift.
right?
It will
on
not help.
Saturday?
Yes.
It's okay. In the
Sir,
morning is
let's
okay.
maintain. The morning, if we had election, I suggest we
Everybody
will go. So, sir, that one, sir,
is sleeping. Why don't we do it on
please,
Saturday?
please, sir, please, on our timetable, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. That's UCC timetable.
Yes.
So please, that one we shouldn't change it because when you shift
So
it
that one is okay.
into afternoon, some of us it will not favor us because we have set our time for whatever. So in the morning we do it so that we can go and do the next thing. That then 7 something we
Maybe
have
you
Okay,
exam.
ask me
so
something.
Sir, please, why don't we
Yes, I
shift
can.
it to Saturday?
Saturday will not get time. I have class.
Saturday
The
is
Sunday is
occupied.
okay.
We have lessons.
Um,
I understand you.
Saturday wouldn't be favorable at all. Please.
Let's
Let me.
finish
Saturday will not.
Okay.
because on our timetable, that's what we have.
No, brother,
Yeah, but
brother.
let's just leave it.
Saturday
That's
we
why
have
we are
lessons in the morning.
the 1 hour. That's the 1 hour
The
that we
usual
have.
time is
Listen
okay.
to
The
you.
usual
Have
time is okay.
classes.
So let's use the usual
What?
time.
Say the usual time is okay.
What is okay with that?
Yes.
So I have a suggestion, or is there a question to ask?
Any problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
I'm thinking if we could get past
Uh-huh.
questions to solve too.
Deborah, yeah.
I don't know whether you've heard me right. I said I'm thinking if we could get past questions.
That will with us.
Uh, I'll get you. I'll get you guys some. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Brother, I said
It's going to help us a lot.
Yes.
So anyone who again?
I think that is what I have. The past question will help us a lot.
Okay. So please, concerning the time, it was someone who was making suggestion. Not me. So we still maintain the
Okay.
Sunday 7 to 9 a.m. Agree.
7 to 9. Okay.
Yes, 7 to 9 in the
Okay. So
morning.
we are saying that.
Yeah, but
Okay.
relax. Hey.
Yes, we are maintaining it.
Please,
Not in the morning. The
please,
Thursday.
lastly,
Thursday.
please attention. Let's put our hands down. Please, last one. I'm going to take a data of each of you, each of the centers. So I'm going to put it on the group that I created. I want to know the number of students. So the course reps for each centers. If you are 12 in your class, let me know that you are 12. You indicate it there for me, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
I want to know our number, and I will see those who are not
Okay.
joining the class.
Okay.
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 Okay. Thank you very
So
much.
I want the course reps to be doing that.
Okay.
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 On the
Okay,
on
Okay.
the
sir.
page I created the separately. You do it on that page.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay.
okay.
So you just write the name of the center and the number of students there. So you only copy and add yours.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay. So without any further question, I think we should end here and we will meet God willing on Thursday as we have already
Thank you.
we
Thank,
all
Yes,
have agreed.
thank you. Thank
okay.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
So have a very good night and sound sleep.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful night.
Bye bye.
Really appreciate
Bye.
it.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
We really appreciate. Thank you, sir.
Bye bye, sir.
Goodbye, madam.
Deborah can talk. Oh.
You can talk, Papa. You
Deborah
can
likes
talk, Papa.
talking.
Let her
Deborah is
talk.
expressing herself, so allow her.
Debbie, talk. It's good to
Allow
talk.
her to talk. Yes, talking is
Single or married?
medicine.
Yes,
Talking
so
is talking is medicine. So talk.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please,
Good
I have a
night to
question
all of you.
to those who are left right now. Please, he was saying Thursday. Are we meeting in the evening or in the morning? I was not clear on that side.
Please,
In
on
the
Saturday,
evening.
on Sunday
Thursday, Thursday,
evening,
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday
Thursday.
evening,
Thursday in the evening.
7 to
Okay,
9.
that's right. Okay.
Mm, okay.
You then congratulations.
Bye
Be
bye.
it morning or evening, but everything is 7 to 9.
Okay. Bye bye.